So before we close the Amidah with Hayom, as promised, here are some pro tips to practice standing in the tragic gap. And I want to come back to Aaron Dorfman, who led us in that wonderful session in the Democracy series. He told us that as a kid, he had a teacher who used to talk about tonight's homework and forever homework. This is homework between now and Yom Kippur, and it's forever homework. Number one, I do recommend reading Palmer's book, Healing the Heart of Democracy. It's fabulous. And he suggests 5 habits of the heart that are, in his view, necessary for American democracy. In my view, quintessentially Jewish character traits. 1, an understanding that we're all in this together. That's pretty much our liturgy. 2, an appreciation of the value of otherness. 3, the ability to hold tension in life-giving ways. 4, a sense of personal voice and agency, aleinu. Coupled with 5, a greater capacity, I'd add willingness, to create community. So read the book. Number 2, on that last note, to do any of this work, we need the support of community. When it works, this is what religious community is supposed to do and does. It supports us in being real, gives us enough safety to go to hard places, to not know, to be confused or conflicted, to be vulnerable, scared, brokenhearted. And it loves and holds us through it all. We all need that. I hope that we are that for those of you who connect with Gesher regularly. We want to be that for everyone here. But the reality is, even non-religious community can help with this, right? Even if that kind of depth isn't the group's purpose. A book club, a choir, a sports league, an online discussion group, volunteer work, anything elevating that brings you together with other people regularly, especially people a little different from you, and connects you. 3, practice calming your central nervous system and becoming less reactive. It's self-care, but not only that. We carry a lot of trauma, current and generational, as Jews and as Americans. A lot of us have been in fight or flight mode for a very long time. When we give ourselves the care we need to center and calm down, we are able to be more emotionally and intellectually disciplined. We can feel without being overwhelmed. We can think even when we have feelings, or at least be aware of the difference. We can locate and strengthen our moral core, and we can simultaneously find joy in what is now. And I'm going to say this for the 3rd time, and I'm going to do that because I know that as I say it, everybody is saying, yep, that's right, she's totally right, we should do that, and nobody's changing. So I'm going to say it again. Be careful how much and when you consume social media and entertainment news. Not only is there so much false information out there, and no matter how smart we are, we all fall for it sometimes. Most of it is specifically calculated to make us afraid and angry. And a steady diet of that will not make us better informed or better prepared. It is the opposite. It will keep us believing and reacting to falsehoods. It will make it harder to stand in the tragic gap, nearly impossible to keep our hearts open, and impossible to have the kind of conversations that we yearn for. So be careful about it. And finally, last tip, take these high holy days and the work of tshuva really seriously. It is great stuff. It's worth doing all the time, not just in the coming week, but start with the coming week. Spend it in self-reflection about the tragic gaps in your own being and behavior and who you strive to be. Do the work. Make apologies and amends. Offer compassion. Release anger. Forgive. Extend empathy over something you might usually shy away from, or to someone you might usually shy away from. Pick one pattern in your life, one thing that you would like to change and do differently, and devote some time this week to envisioning what a new pattern would look like concretely, and start practicing it. That's for now and between Yom Kippur and its forever homework. We'll pick up there on Yom Kippur, and we start Hayom, today, on page 170. Hayom.